Welcome back, first timers. We're in northern Georgia, where we're gonna take you on a whirlwind tour of the Chattahoochee National Forest.
We're gonna focus mainly on the area around Helen, Georgia. We're gonna go to a campground, some waterfalls. We're gonna hike a little bit of the Appalachian Trail, and we're gonna go to the highest point in Georgia for a scenic overlook.
Let's get to it.
But before we hit the road, we're gonna stop at Betty's Country Store. We're gonna stock up on provisions for our day.
Our first stop is going to be the campground. Service out here is pretty poor, so just be aware that the turnoff to the relatively paved road is about 25 minutes outside of Helen, Georgia. And there's a couple of signs. It's the Mark Trail Wilderness, and it looks like it's about 5 miles down this way to the campgrounds. Just be on the lookout for the Mark Trail Wilderness sign or the big National Park sign. I originally said relatively paved, but that is incorrect. This is definitely a gravel road for 5 miles. We have arrived at the Upper Chattahoochee River Campground. That drive wasn't treacherous, but I would recommend having all-wheel drive, having a car with a little bit higher ground clearance. There were some sedans out here we saw as we were driving in. Some parts of the roads are pretty sketch, especially if it's been raining. It'll be a little bit slick, there's some potholes, and right now we're here in November and there's a lot of leaves. They definitely get slippery when wet, but this campground is majestic. It's very quiet. You can hear the river going on right here. It is a primitive campsite, so there's no water, there's no sewer hookups, there's no electrical, there's no restrooms, no bathhouses, anything like that. So you come here if you want to get away. And the campsites appear to be first come, first serve. There are some signs for reservations, but I don't see anyone here collecting any money. I think you leave the money in a tube somewhere. We haven't seen that yet, but we're gonna poke around and we're gonna show you everything we can about this campsite. While we were driving in, we did see a couple of small RVs, or I guess trailers, really. I wouldn't recommend trying to bring anything larger than maybe like a camper van, because it is pretty tight switchbacks coming down here. The road is very narrow. If you're driving along and you come up to another car, it's kind of difficult to get over because there isn't a lot of space. We ran into that a few times. Another thing that was really cool, we saw people riding mountain bikes out here and dirt bikes. So it's pretty neat.
Once you get here and you find the site that you want to camp at, you have 30 minutes to come back and pay here at the tube. There's different fees for if you want a single site, a double site. They do honor parks passes, so you just write your number on your envelope and you pay 50% for the site.
It is definitely primitive out here. The campsites aren't really well maintained, but this area that we're in right now is closed. We just saw a sign that warned us that it's closed, and 150 yards from this is active hunting. So it said to alert hunters so they don't shoot us, and they're also looking for orange. Unfortunately, we didn't wear orange. I should have, and so I don't know how far we're gonna go. Someone did tell us there are some falls about a mile this way. Right now we're gonna skip that because we have some other falls that we're gonna be checking out just down the road a little bit. There are a couple of picnic tables and then a little barbecue grill that you can grill up and chill, but this area is not for camping and it's not for fires. If you want to get out in the wilderness and just get away and unwind, this is probably the perfect campground for you. It is so quiet and so peaceful. The river's running right through it. Would definitely recommend if you like to rough it a little bit. We have finally made it to the Nacoochee Falls parking lot. Now it's a short half-mile walk to the falls. Getting in here was a little bit more challenging. There was a huge line to get in. You do have to pay. It's $5 per person, but if you have the National Parks Pass, it's free. We paid nothing. It's a beautiful fall day and there are a lot of people out and about.
They've got all kinds of stuff here. They've got a visitor center, restrooms, refreshments, picnic areas. They even have a trail dedicated to people that are blind. They have a rope that you can hold on to and it'll take you on the hike.
Before we start the hike, we're gonna go check out the gift shop. The gift shop had all the things you needed. Knickknacks, patty wax, sweaters, hats, walking sticks. They even had local honey. But now we're gonna go check out the refreshment section. Refreshments are a little limited. The trail is dog friendly. They even have poop bags at the front of the trail and then a little watering hole for your pups. It's a short 0.4 mile hike to the waterfall, and while you're walking, it's a nice paved, gradually inclined, sloping trail, very well maintained, no bumps, no cracks, no uneven ground, so really easy for people with mobility issues, and you get to walk right next to a beautiful creek. As you get closer to the falls, it does start to get pretty steep, but there's a nice little rock bench you can sit in, gather your thoughts, gather your energy before you head up this hill. It is a 153-foot drop from the top of the fall down to the water, and it actually joins up with York Creek. There are some stairs when you get closer to the falls, but there are some really nice lookout decks that are built around the falls so you can get a perfect view and that perfect picture. While we walk back from the waterfalls, let me tell you a little bit about the Chattahoochee National Forest. It is massive. It's nearly 900,000 square acres, and it spans over 26 different counties here in Georgia, and it's spread out. There's bits and pieces of this national forest all over the state. We're primarily focusing on the area around Helen, Georgia, but just in this area, there's all kinds of things to do. There's hiking, there's biking, you can fish, you can hunt, and there's camping, all kinds of stuff. The scenic beauty of this area is amazing. We've been to a lot of different state parks and national parks. Coming here in the fall time with the leaves changing and it's cool out, a lot of water. It's a very impressive national park because it is the southern tip of the Appalachian Mountains. So you have those mountains as an amazing backdrop as you're exploring this entire area. But there's deep gorges, ravines, there's mountains, and there's a lot of old growth forest. It's also full of wildlife. There's all kinds of birds, animals, fish, bears, snakes, all kinds of stuff. And fun fact, this national forest was established in 1936, and the famous Appalachian Trail passes right through it. We thought the line to get into Anaruby Falls was long. It took us almost an hour from the time we turned off the highway into the park to get all the way up to the gate to finally pay. It was backed up, bumper to bumper the entire time, but we're up here. Huge parking lot, a lot of space. It is $8 per person to come into the park. That includes your shuttle to get up to the top. The National Parks Pass is accepted, and it reduces the total cost for 2 adults. Instead of $8 per person, it reduces it to $6 total to take the shuttle up. You also have to pay by cash if you're paying at the booth, but then you can also pay by card if you go inside the gift shop. So we're gonna go there because we gotta pay. The gift shop is really cute. It's got nice shirts, hats, snacks, jams, jellies, hot sauces, all the typical stuff you'd see at a national parks gift shop. Now, the folks there did tell me that while we waited almost an hour last weekend, which would have been Halloween weekend, it took 2 hours from Highway 180 to get up here. So we had half that time. It was shockingly long, but they said that only lasts for about 2 months of the year. Between October and November, all the other times of the year, it's relatively painless to get in. So we're gonna get in line and we'll get up to the top. We made it to the top via shuttle. You can hike up here. It's a little bit of a steep hike and we're kind of short on time. This is the highest point in Georgia. It's 4,784 feet in elevation. You have a 360-degree view of this entire area. You can see 4 separate states from the top. So as I mentioned earlier, the Appalachian Trail runs through this national forest. The 79 miles of this trail that's within the state of Georgia boundaries all falls within the national forest. The entire trail is 2,190 miles, and it's a footpath only trail that runs through the Appalachian Mountains.
At the top, there's also an information center that has some exhibits and some maps.
We came, we saw, we conquered. We're about to leave Brasstown Bald, catch a shuttle back to the parking lot because we're gonna head over to the Unicoi Gap because that's an access point for the Appalachian Trail and we just wanna check it out.
We have made it to the Appalachian Trail. We're currently at the Unicoi Gap. It's right off the road. You can access it really easily. We walked up it a little bit. It's pretty steep, a lot of steps. It's a beautiful day out, great weather for a hike.
It's pretty neat to finally be at the Appalachian Trail, but I think that's gonna do it for this video. We had an absolutely great time out here in northern Georgia, and if you like the outdoors, run, don't walk. Come out here because this is an amazing national park.
And if you do come out here, would highly suggest coming in the early fall. The trees are beautiful, the weather's great. It's all around good time.
But if you like this video, check out this video right here where we went to another national park. But thanks again for following along in this episode, and join us next time when we try something else new for the first time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. First timers.
High five.